Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. You know, with the thousands and thousands of ceramic spray detailers and sealants out there available today, I just wanted to show you waxes and polymer sealants are not dead. Here we have the Meguiar's new and improved Ultimate Liquid Wax. Now, this is nowhere near a wax. This is synthetic, and it's more like a synthetic cross-linking polymer sealant than anything else. This has been out for quite some time, but I have not had the improved next version of the liquid wax on the channel yet, so I thought this was a good time to demonstrate that the waxes and polymer sealants aren't that far behind those ceramic spray coatings, detailers, and sealants that are out there. They may be just a tiny bit more work, and may lag behind a little bit when it comes to durability. So in this kit here cost me $18.69, and it comes with the applicator and the microfiber along with the polymer sealant. And we're working on a vehicle today. We're at the point where it needs protection. It's not in the budget for a ceramic coating, so we're going to break out the polymer sealant and seal the paint. Easy to use. Two ways you can use it. First, with the foam applicator that they give you. Dab some around, spread it out, and it doesn't care if you're using circular motions or straight lines. You can use both. Just ensure that you are applying equally and nice and level and even throughout the surface you are protecting. The improved formula offers a synthetic blend which will improve the durability and give a more profound hydrophobic or water behavior, and also increase gloss and slickness. The formula is easy to use and can indeed be used in direct sunlight and will not stain plastic trim. Now, the key with this formula is to spread it out thin. A little bit goes a long way. No need for a thick layer of the sealant. As you can see here, just barely visible. And you're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes minimum. 10 minutes or so. It doesn't have to be exact. But you could either go all the way around the car and apply it to the whole vehicle, come back and wipe it off. It'll be just as easy. Or you could do one panel at a time, get it on there, wait about 10 minutes or so, and wipe it off. And as you can see here, piece of cake wipes right off. No problems. Doesn't fight you. Safe to use on clear coat finishes and also single stage. Anything really that's glossy, including chrome, stainless steel, and aluminum. I really do recommend on single stage paints where it's very absorbent. This is a product that works well on surfaces that wick in a product and looks a little bit more level than if you were using a ceramic coating. The look you get is a nice warm glow or the wet look. So another way you can apply the product is by machine, using a foam applicator pad. This has no aggression whatsoever, and simply keep it on low speed with no pressure. You can use one hand with the polisher and just spread it out. It massages the product into the painted surface. Let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes. Soak it, then you wipe it off. Put it on there. Just like applying by hand, you can do one panel at a time from top to bottom. Just wait 10 minutes and wipe it off, or you can apply it to the whole vehicle and you have plenty of time for it to cross-link and start to cure, and you can wipe off the residue easily as soon as you're finished. Once again, a thin layer, a little bit goes a long way. If you're working outside, if you're a mobile or a driveway detailer, just work smaller sections. A damp microfiber will help if it starts to give you any trouble wiping it off. That's all there is to it. Just a little bit more work than the graphene or ceramic spray detailers that are out there or the boosters, but this gives you a wonderful look. And again, something to keep in mind, it may not last as long as the sealants out there. But for the price, and with some out there that are just not ready to jump into the graphene or the ceramic world, these are a great option. This is best as a standalone, and if you're going to use it as a standalone, the proper prep, you'll get the most out of it, of course, just like any other product or protectant. Proper wash, decon, at least a cleaner polish, even if you have to do it by hand. By machine's much quicker. I urge you to go out. You can get polishers locally, Harbor Freight, AutoZone, and they are rather safe. With an 8mm throw, you won't get yourself into too much trouble. All right, we're going to give it some time to cross-link, let it set up a little bit. So we'll try to get as close to 10 minutes as we can, and then we'll come back and we'll wipe it off. And so far, it looks fantastic. Even on this beat-up panel, there's no mention of cure time, by the way, but we're going to let it sit overnight, and then we'll come back and indeed drag the panel outside and start with the abuse process. Let's take off the masking tape. We'll look at jetting effect, if it has any whatsoever. These products are great for filling. They have filling capabilities. They will mask imperfections on clear coat that may be too damaged or thin to go any further with your correction process. So something to keep in mind. Water behavior. These will bead, and to tell you the truth, this beads better than some of the weaker spray sealants, ceramic and graphene sealants that I have tested. So, not much of a difference there. You can dry off the surfaces protected with polymer sealants just as easy with a leaf blower or forced air. This particular sealant does boast of an upgraded formula with better durability and better hydrophobics. Let's run it through the paces when it comes to chemical resistance and see how it stands up to the many, many ceramic sprays that we have tested on the channel. And let's start with the 10 wash test. Once again, for those new to the channel, this is a mixture of a strip wash and also auto foam built hammer offers, which is up there on the scale, on the pH scale, alkaline. Not much of a problem there. Maybe a little bit of a breakdown, especially out towards the outer edges. That's normal. But we can continue here. So this is just 10 washes. You could probably get 20. And if you spread 20 over a period of time, depending on how much you wash your vehicle, that'll give you an idea. You do have to keep in mind Mother Nature is going to throw chemicals and environment at it. You're going to be adding to that as you drive through rain. If it sits outside, gets beat up with the sun. But here we're going to spray yet another product onto it. We're going up and down the pH scale here with chemicals that are introduced to the protectant. We'll wipe it into the surface, rinse, and then wash to make sure there's no residue left over that's masking the characteristics of the protectant, and we'll do a few rounds until it's gone. So at this point, the protection is broken down. It is still sheeting. It's not gone. But this will give you an idea of what some of these polymer sealants can do. Again, a little bit more work than a spray ceramic sealant and may not be quite as durable, but not that far off for those who don't want to get into ceramics.